Welcome back. You're listening to Home Wizards. I'm Cindy Dole.
I'm Eric Stromer.
And we'd love to help you in not only improve your home and improve your life, but as you're getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving, it's kind of fun to have a signature beverage that goes with whatever you're celebrating.
Yeah, I agree.
But you think?
Yeah, you're going to have your wines, obviously. You may even have a little champagne or Prosecco. I don't know what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. But it's always nice to think about a signature drink because it's memorable.
Yeah.
You have wine every time.
And the wine might be with dinner.
That's exactly right.
And you might have a champagne toast later, but this is just to kind of warm things up. As people arrive, just to kind of get loosened up, and you have some appetizers, and it could be with alcohol, or it could be more of a punch.
Sure.
So let's give you some ideas.
Sure.
Something that is really yummy. I mean, the key is to bring some of the different seasons and flavors of fall. This is a pear and rosemary cocktail. And the idea is you are going to make your own pear-infused vodka. Now, typically...
Are you mulling all that business?
So first for the vodka. Now, yes, you could buy flavored vodkas.
Yeah.
But this is going to be your own. And it's going to say, you know what? You're kind of fancy. In fact, this could be something that you bring as a present, as a host or hostess gift as well.
Well, you may even propose, how about I show up with a signature cocktail? This is my gift to you.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
So now, ideally, you should be infusing your vodka for many months ahead of time. But that's okay. Yeah. We're going to cut little corners because no one's going to know the difference. It's still going to taste. It's going to taste great. The idea is that the vodka is going to have a little bit of pear yumminess to it. The pear nectar sweetens the drink, and then
anytime you say nectar, you got me.
Nectar, and then you have a little club soda that gives it the sparkle with some homemade raspberry syrup. It just is going to be like yummy. So here's some of the different ingredients, and we'll put this on the website because I know you can't really see it. But the idea is you'd have like up to 10 pears. You'd have 4 cups of vodka, and you put enough of the pears into like about a 48-ounce glass jar, and you add the vodka and you seal it. Like heck, you could even put it in some mason jars.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Seal it at room temperature. And so you wouldn't want to do this tonight. Do this now. So you have a few days to get it so that it picks up the flavor.
Sure, yeah.
Meantime, you're going to then, just before you're going to finally bottle this up, you're going to, on the stovetop, heat up some sugar, about a cup of sugar, a cup of water in a saucepan. Then you're going to add some sprigs of rosemary. This is what's going to give it that yummy of herbal thing.
Yeah.
Some sprigs, like maybe 12 sprigs of fresh rosemary that you get from the store. Then after you heat it, you remove it from the heat. The sugar's dissolved. You let it stand. You get rid of the rosemary because you don't want to be gnawing on those. I mean, it was yummy to get the flavor. You don't want to bite down on the rosemary sprigs. You let it cool down. Then you can refrigerate this syrup, by the way, for up to a month. So you could make this in advance. You could be making this now, making the vodka now. And then as you're ready for your party, you either bring it in your own bottle with your homemade label, or if the party's at your house, you fill the 12-ounce glasses halfway with ice, about 4 tablespoons of the vodka, a couple of this infused vodka, right? You're going to have a little bit, like maybe 3 tablespoons of some pear nectar that you would get. What's your favorite kind of pear nectar? Any kind, Kerns, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you top with some sparkling club soda.
Wow.
That's it. I mean, isn't that yummy?
That sounds pretty good.
And for kids... Don't give them just the pear.
Give them the pear nectar.
The pear with the sweetness, with the rosemary, sweet water, and put that on some ice, and they're going to be in hog heaven.
Love it.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this brown turkey?
Tell me about the brown turkey.
Okay, so the brown turkey is basically a cocktail that uses a fig and brown sugar reduction.
Ooh, this sounds kind of tricky.
But it really isn't.
Okay.
First, you got to make the brown sugar reduction, and the fig. So you're going to combine a cup of water and a cup of brown sugar in a saucepan, and over a medium heat, you're going to dissolve the sugar. You're going to add a half a cup of chopped fresh figs, okay?
When's the last time you used figs?
I actually eat figs all the time.
Do you?
I love them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you're going to bring that to a boil. You're going to cover it, remove it from the heat, and let it steep for about 25 minutes, and then you're going to strain it. Right, so that you can just kind of chill it, keep it in the refrigerator if you want. So you maybe make that a couple of days before. And then the ingredients to this drink, it's an ounce of aged rum. Then you got an ounce of your fig and brown sugar reduction that we just made. And then you're going to do 3 dashes of orange bitters and a little bit of sparkling wine. So first you combine the rum, the fig reduction, and the orange bitters, shake it up with some ice. And then you go ahead after that and pour your 2 ounces of sparkling wine in it, right? Mm-hmm. I like to use a flute, like a champagne flute of some sort. Garnish that with a little bit of an orange twist, and bam, signature drink. People are going to remember that forever.
Well, not only is that going to be beautiful, because I can just imagine that golden color.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the whole idea of fig, and it's so sweet.
That's it.
It's like molasses almost. With the rum and the brown sugar, it feels like it's almost like turkey stuffing.
It's like a gourmet pie.
Yummy. It's like a pie. It's almost like a pie in a bottle. Exactly. It's a pie in a bottle.
See?
I love it. All right. Well, that's one of we'll put that on the website, but it's called the brown turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something else that you might want to surprise our guests with. It's something you could have before the turkey meal, or might also be yummy that's like later when you're playing games after the meal. It's the hot and nutty whiskey sours.
Oh, I like the whiskey sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of a warm walnut kind of a flavor, and it has a little bit of a sourness to it and a nutty twist. So you've got really some complex, different sensations going on. So there's something called Nocello. It's actually a walnut flavored liqueur. Not Nutella, but Nocello. Huh. And you basically get about 3/4 cup of it, and you bring that and some whiskey and then some simple syrup and even some lemon juice to a boil. Like many of these drinks now, we're doing something on the stovetop. It's kind of interesting. That gets the flavors in there. But you bring that to a boil, and then now you divide this into 4 different mugs, and then you're going to garnish each with a cinnamon stick.
Oh, see, that's got that. It's cold outside. I want to kind of cozy up with my loved ones and have a delicious cocktail feel to it.
Yeah. So that is a yummy hot drink that you can be. It's the hot nutty whiskey sours. So consider that one as something to have either as your signature welcome, cocktail for Thanksgiving or for later.
Yum.
Yeah. How about American in Paris cider smash and a cranberry old fashioned? The cider smash is something where you have bourbon and lemon juice and sparkling apple cider.
Oh, that sounds
Or the
good.
Cranberry Old Fashioned, do you ever muddle? Do you ever use like making mojitos where you muddle,
Yes.
And so these
That's really, these mixologist guys, if you've ever met them, they take this. This is a serious thing.
I know.
Like these guys are really fancy.
It's all about using that tool to kind of grind up whatever.
The fresh herbs.
And so the idea here is you're basically mashing up some cranberries. Doesn't that sound yummy?
It does sound good.
And then you use maybe 8 fresh or frozen cranberries that you muddle with some sugar and we're hearing a lot of bitters, right? Bitters is really another kind of bartender secret. And then some orange zest in water is all. And then after you've put this in a medium glass until the sugar dissolves, you add a little bit of bourbon and then ice cubes. And there you have it, the cranberry old fashioned.
Very nice. Now, what about the old cranberry vodka tonic? Have you had that?
Ooh, very easy.
That's just very, very simple, but they're doing it a little different, a little fancier now. Again, this is going to be, in a saucepan, you're going to create the cranberry mixture with some vanilla extract and a little bit of sugar. You're going to melt it all and kind of let it cool again, right? Stirring about 5 to 6 minutes. Then you're going to divide the cranberry mixture between 2 large mason jars, and you're going to divide the vodka between 2 jars as well. So it's going to be that thing there that you've made in the saucepan, and then your vodkas, and then you're going to mix them together, and then throw in a little bit of tonic and a little bit of lemon slice for the garnish. And man, fancy. Have you had that one?
I haven't.
That one's
I always love the...
by the way, these drinks are so good for the bar business because they're like $900 to make.
I know.
They've created this whole event where they're, a guy with an 1800s mustache, and the big beard makes it, and everybody becomes famous from doing it.
And there's some other things you can do that are non-alcoholic. You can create a ginger syrup, and you put ginger syrup in glasses, and then you add ice cubes and cider, and then add it off with some cinnamon sticks, and now you have, a delicious apple ginger sparkler. So really, the sky's the limit with all these ideas. We'll put this on our website at yourhomewizards.com so that you too can have some really fun signature flavors and beverages for Thanksgiving before and after. So thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and happy Thanksgiving to all out there, and hope you have a great time and get along and love each other.
And be thankful for all you have, right?
Yeah,
so you can always check out all these ideas, by the way, on our website at yourhomewizards.com, because there still is time as you're getting ready for the big event. But until next time, remember this, that the key is under the mat. Bye-bye.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.